some people think my life is totally like wild, and it definitely comes across, but it's just been, it makes me the Mary Kate that so many people know. Like, I enjoy the controlled chaos that I like to call it. All right, part one of the day is done. So, you know, we went to Florida thinking, you know, dreams were going to come to reality, and we left Florida having to pivot all of our goals. But I think one of the biggest things for me about Tokyo, it's been about the journey. I made a promise to myself 9 years ago that I was going to look back and have absolutely no regrets, knowing that I truly enjoyed every part of the journey. Whether I make the team or not, I think the last 9 years have been something that have been so rewarding. I think it's a journey that I'll never be able to replicate again. At 5.5 months old, I had a virus that went to my spinal cord called transverse myelitis. So it left me originally quadriplegic, gained a lot of the mobility back in my upper body. So now I'm a T9, T10 paraplegic. But, you know, at 5.5 months old, you don't really know what life is like. You know, I thought everyone rolled around in a purple, sparkly wheelchair. And my parents really raised me to be no different than my siblings. Good girl, good girl. You know, I got involved in sport as a young age, and really just because I wanted to be like my friends. So I joined the swim team at age 6, and by no means was I winning races. You know, for me, it was just that sense of inclusion I felt through sport. I didn't even think of myself as different. You know, it was more of how can I make this work? And that's, I think, the mindset I've really tried to apply the last 25 years.
Good job today.
I feel good still. All right.
Make sure they don't have any nails in the way.
I'll never forget, I was swimming the 25-yard freestyle in a swim meet. I had my goggles probably on upside down, and I had my whole team behind me, and I think that was a moment, not only was I competing as an athlete, but I was educating so many other people around me what people with disabilities can do. You know, I was once one of those kids who looked up to people in wheelchairs and wanted to do everything they were doing, and now to be able to kind of have the roles reversed is so special for me. And, you know, I want to try to help not only pave the way for them, but also be there to help mentor them along the way.
Oh, good job. Good way.
Okay, so these are our racing gloves. This is what I use on the run, so in my racing chair. They're 3D printed to mold the position that I push on my rim. So my racing chair that I was in on the track, this is what I'm using. So it's much more of like a slam motion. And yeah.